Alright, this has been a long time waiting. Shadows of the Earth Tree has been nearly a year. No, it actually been, I think, a full year. If I'm not mistaken, since they first revealed that they were actually working, at least the promotional image of that little tree. Little, quote unquote. And finally, something for me to talk about on this channel. This is actually entertaining. It's been a long while since I've been waiting for any sort of Elden Ring news that weren't clickbaity at all. Like, huge news for DLC! But in the end, it was just some Karakawa fiscal year report or some bullshit like that, and they had nothing. Only speculations. But now, these are no speculations, this is the truth. And it will begin shortly. This is gonna be fun. Oh no, there we go. There we go. Yeah, 4K. Yeah, 100% 4K. Yep, that's nice. That is nice. To finally, you know, get something of tangibility, an actual trailer, instead of what I just said, just speculations. And here we go. Ha! You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Come on. Oh, really? Really? A countdown for a countdown? Oh, alright. Oh, God. Ooh, 28 more minutes to go. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, well, you know what? I will continue this later on when this is over. So, yeah, I'll see you later. Guess who's back, motherfuckers? After being trolled around 20 minutes ago, I have returned. Oh, man. I can't believe it. Really, a countdown for a countdown. That's always gonna feel nice, isn't it? Well, 40 seconds to go. Let's see what we have. I said this before, but then again, I'll repeat myself. Fuck it. It's been a year since we last heard of the Shadows of the Earth Tree. And finally, at least, we're gonna get some answers. This is probably gonna be a very simple gameplay trailer. Hopefully, I'm wrong in there. But at least we finally get to see something after the game comes out. 2 years after the game has been released. Jeez, it's been nearly 2 years since the game has been released. But here we go. 10 seconds. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Come on. Come on, baby boy. Let us do it. And here we go.
Peggy 16.
Pure and radiant, he wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There is nothing more terrifying.
I told you all. Mikala. This is going to be about Mikala.
In that forsaken place, blood must spill. Blood of your fellows. The Earth Tree faithful.
They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war.
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light? I presume you, too, are keen to know just what kind Mikala is doing here. Those stripped of the race of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Vesper's flame.
Come now, touch the withered arm, and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
Use a Crucible style moveset. That's nice. That's really nice. Ooh, there he is. June 21st, finally, a release date. Jesus, I mean, there's just so much. So much. Mesmer the Impaler, but they already got some answers. Wait, it's still going? This is it, right? This is it. Okay, this is it. So let's go back. Let's go back. Let's. We already got the name of this boss. And he is... Come on. Don't do me like that, game. There it is. Here it is. Here he is. Statue of Mesmer the Impaler. Okay, this is the main boss that we got in the trailer. The main focus of the trailer, the main boss focus of the trailer is this guy. He reminds me of Rykard in a way. The serpent, the hair, the red hair, the ghastly figure, the aggressive demeanor. I doubt that there is any connection. I don't believe this is Igli right over here. I don't believe this is some anywhere connected to Igli the snake, or perhaps it is. And I am completely wrong with that, but there's so much to dissect in this one. So let us begin. Jesus fucking Christ, yeah. Hold on, let me try to find just the trailer. I believe that the trailer by itself was probably released. No, it wasn't. For fuck's sake. Alright. The trailer is like 5 minutes long. Yeah, it's probably 5 minutes long. And right off the get-go, we get Mikola. We got the confirmation. Yeah, that was Mikola. There were some people saying that this image was not Mikola at all, and I was like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? This is Mikola. There's no way this isn't. What other character fits this description other than Mikola? There is no other character than that, other than that. The scenario is beautiful, by the way. It's huge. Look at this. They really promised us that the game was going to be, that the DLC was going to be huge, and they did not disappoint us in any way. Just look at the size of this thing. Let's go step by step, of course. Let's actually come back and look at it in a more patient lens. This is beautiful, by the way. This is gorgeous. I will never cease to be amazed by the art direction that From Software has in their games, specifically their Souls-like games. This is beautiful to look at. This reminds me of that Halberg. I forgot its name at this point, but it does remind me of that. I think it was. I don't believe it was synonymous to Mikola per se, but still, it's quite beautiful. It was one of the weapons that the Eldenring used, and this is quite interesting to look at. This is not an enemy. This is an NPC. Here, this is an NPC, which means that we probably can have his armor and his weapon eventually throughout the game. And they look really beautiful, man. The skies also look amazing. So yeah, the start of the DLC will be at Mohg's Palace. That's another thing that I need to discuss with you guys. It's going to be there. We're going to enter some type of dream world, I would guess. But still, I go back, I regress. We are going through the DLC. We're going to get through the DLC by Mikola's Egg. So yeah, you need to at least have defeated Mohg in order to start the DLC. So again, if you subscribe to that theory, you were correct. Well done to you, sir. Or lady, who knows.
In that forsaken place, blood must spill. Blood of your fellows.
Blood of the Tarnished. So, going back again, this is... Could this be Saint Trina? It could be Saint Trina. There's Trina lilies around, Saint Trina lilies around, and it's a purple hue thing. Although there were speculations that Saint Trina and Mikola were in fact the same person, and this could simply be some random NPC or even a random enemy. But I cannot get it out of my head that, well, this looks a lot like something that would come out of Saint Trina's book. I mean, it just perfectly fits the thematic of it, even the description of her, or him. And look at it, it could be him. This could be a kind of a, again, it's just speculation on my part, but this could prove to some speculative work that this is Saint Trina, and that Saint Trina and Mikola are not the same thing. This throne room looks beautiful, it'll be a little bit disorganized, but still, again, the Saint Trina thing. This could also be Saint Trina but then again, I'm actually stretching a lot here. This does not fit the description of Saint Trina. He was said to be quite childly in his description, so let's keep going.
What of your fellows? They are truly faithful.
Here, this, ooh, it just fits the description so well. But then again, it is from Software. They are really good at misdirection, sort of. Their lore is so expensive that you kind of never get it right in most of your speculations. So this could, but then again, looking at it, this is not its hair. This is just the ornamentation of the clothing. Its hair is black, so maybe not. Maybe I'm incorrect in this regard, but this seems to be a person of importance, or at least besides someone of importance. This coat reminds me a lot of the coat that Morgoth used in our boss fight, but I don't believe this is Morgoth. I'm quite certain that this is not him, but let's keep going.
They were never saint.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. Again, I will never be amazed by the art direction. This looks gorgeous.
They just happen to be on the losing side of a war.
I can't tell if this is a boss. Go back. I can't tell if this is a boss or just a really powerful enemy. It does makes reference to the Berserk Scarecrows. Yes, this is inspired by Berserk Scarecrows from the Mage Island. It's the same thing. They also get on fire. There are bodies inside of them, or at least in that one, those were those were bodies. There were bodies, and there were souls that were burning up from the inside. And this is an obvious reference to Kentaro Miura's work. Again, I know my stuff, okay? I know it. I read Berserk. I read them all. Give me nightmares. This will give people... I have the slight impression that this is going to be one obnoxious opponent. I think it's not going to make a lot of damage to us. It's not going to be the most dangerous one. But it's going to be those enemies that grab attack that's so annoying that you're like, oh, I can't believe I got caught by this, but I digress. Going back. I was saying this before, this reminded me a lot of... Is this the main head? It's an omen! This is an omen! I just noticed it, this is an omen, look at the horns. Jesus! One blessed by the crucible. It even has the ornamentations that reminds us of Moog, you know. It's an omen. But it looks a lot... Could it be another son of Godfrey in America? Yeah, I don't know. I'm stretching it out a little bit here, but wow, okay. I mean, let us see. I don't see a head inside of it. Maybe this is the main head. Lightning. It's a powerful beast. Here it is. We have the Impaler himself with the snake. Again, I doubt it has any connection to Rykard, even though the ornamentations that he's using reminds me a lot of them of a Volcano Manor. Ooh, I can't tell. Let's keep going.
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction?
I can't quite tell what he's saying. Is there subtitles? Ah, there it is. Was thou lordship sanction? Is he referring to us as lords? Mother. No, he's referring to mother.
Mother, Wouldst thou truly lordship sanction?
Now, who is Mother? There are many out there that refer itself to Mother. One is the formless Mother, the outer god that Moog that he prays to, is the Lord that he worships. And this seems most likely because his magic, at least I'm going for purely for the coloration of it, because it seems something out of Moog's alley to do something like this, you know, the blood flame and all of this. So this could be it. The serpent, on the other hand, kind of puts a hamp in that theory because, again, it's more closely related to Eagly and Rykard, and this character really reminds me of him, of those two entities. But the way he behaves himself and calls it Mother. The other theory would be that Marika is his mother, the mother of this Impaler character. Another thing, his sword, his spear, he reminds me a lot of Rykard's sword. It even has the flamey thing, you know, Rykard's sword is imbued with flame once he activated his magic. This is tough. If I were to put my money on it, I would say he's referring to the Formless Mother, the same goddess that Moog worships. So, yeah, I would go on that, but it could also be referring to Marika. This is quite interesting. I like his design also. He feels very threatening. He's very tall, very lanky, and this serpent. Yeah, if you're afraid of snakes, be prepared. Like, apparently Rykard wasn't the only one to slither through your dreams.
In one so bereft of light,
Hold on.
there. Wouldst thou truly lordship sanction? In one so bereft of light.
What light is he?
In one so
Looking at his face. I mean, I'm not gonna try to actually say, yeah, oh yeah, his face reminds me a lot of Rykard or Marika or Radagon.
so
Because again, this doesn't necessarily prove anything. All demigods are Marika's and Radagon, or Radagon's children. But yeah, I'm just throwing my guess here. I'm still going with the Formless Mother, but the snake eyes and the flaming magic could be blood flame. But the color hue also reminds me a lot of the magma magic that Rykard used. I really can't tell. And the red hair. This is probably Radagon's and Marika's children, if I were to guess, or at least Radagon's children. But he says mother. What is he referring to? He's referring to Marika, or is he referring to the Formless Mother? God damn it. Again, if I were to put my money on it, I still would go on the Formless Mother. But the red hair, you rarely see characters with red hair in this game, and when they are very closely related to Radagon. And when I mean closely related, I mean the dude actually spilled them out into this world. He's their father. So this could be it.
bereft of light.
This this looked awesome. Now we're getting to weapons territory. This is an amazing moveset. I wonder how well it would work on big bosses or even nimble bosses. With nimble bosses, small and nimble bosses, this probably would be very entertaining weapon to use. I wonder how it will work on PvP, because these type of tricks, quote unquote weapons, they are either useless on PvP or they are overpowered to the point of being obnoxious. So I don't know. Let's just look at that again, because this is. Ooh, look at that sidestep, man. It looks great. This reminds me of the Scarlet Rot of Malenia's own spells. You know, when she jumps into the air and she attacks with her clones. But this time the butterflies are of Saint Trina's butterflies. They're probably making these enemies sleep over here. It's probably not a very damaging spell. It probably does no damage whatsoever, but it probably puts a sleeping effect. It's 100% going to be a DLC filled with sleep, status effect, weapons, and sorceries, because those are some things that are very lacking in the base game. It's going to be quite annoying to deal with in PvP, I imagine, but in PvE, this is going to be quite entertaining to look at it. I mean, it's beautiful on its own. I mean, just look at it. It's amazing, man. Very beautiful style. Didn't we already had these kicks? No, probably not. I'm getting confused over the kicks. It's not... We don't have... Those are the same kicks that we see in Sekiro, but we don't have it here. Here, the kicks. 3. And also, really cool... Oh, wait. I just noticed the sword that he's using. It's one of those twin swords. It's one of the... It reminds me a lot of that removed content that people were talking about a year ago that was supposed to be the twin swords. They were supposed to refer to both Mikola and Malenia. So it's cool that they got that idea and actually implemented in this DLC. It's a weapon that we'll be able to use. And by the way, this knight's armor is really fucking cool.
I presume you...
And now we can actually throw the pots. Really big pots. I wonder how that will work. It's gonna be, you know, a weapon, or it's going to be a throwable consumable. I don't know. It's probably gonna be a consumable. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a consumable. Quite exaggerated one, but it's fun. It's fun to see something like that. And boom! Oh, wait a second. Oh, by the way, before I go back there, this armor looks awesome. I think this is it's even an NPC. But before I go back there, let's. I'm gonna try and. Yeah, those are new enemies. We don't have enemies like that in the base game. They probably behave just as the same as the militia or the soldiers from Langdale, Stormvale, Halig Tree, but they have axes, and the ones from behind them have spears, and they have new armor sets that we can probably use. We can 100% use, actually. I'm going to rephrase that. We can 100% use them if we loot it off their bodies. Boom! Not going to be much to loot there. This armor, though, is amazing. I love this armor design. And this is an NPC. This is not a normal enemy. This is an NPC. It's unique. His armor looks gorgeous. Look at this. And the bow. The bow. Ooh. We have one that, like, in the base game that shoots 3 in a row. But this one is two-handed, it seems. And I would imagine he would pack more of a punch than the one in the base game. These are 2 players. Oh, nice. I didn't notice it. These are 2 players. This is a new weapon. By the way, this whole scenario is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Bro. This is a player. This is a player. This is a new set. This woman over here. And this is a new weapon of her. We don't have that weapon in the base game. Woo. This is beautiful to look at, baby. There you go. This is... Oh, it looks like a serpent. Huh. Or flowing water, perhaps? Maybe we're gonna have a... Sorry. Maybe we're gonna get a reference to the blind swordsman that fought Malenia? Who knows? A new knight type of enemy, and this time he's riding a boar. That's cool. That's really fucking cool. Go back there and... this is gravity magic. Yeah, this is gravity magic. Alright, okay. Okay, we're seeing enemies with gravity magic. Normally we wouldn't see a lot of them. I mean, what were the enemies that actually use gravitational magic in the game? Outside of Radahn. Was there any, outside of Radahn, Astel, and those meteorite beasts? I don't think there were any other enemies that actually use gravitational magic. There were some that threw gravitational rocks at the ground. And they also, but they were very weak enemies. They weren't major enemies outside of, you know, the ones that I mentioned prior, the bosses. So again, this is going to be a boss in itself, but it's nice to see variety for the gravitational magic. And perhaps we get new gravitational magic spells or even weapon incantations, way to encounter weapons with gravitational magic in some other way instead of just, you know, pulling rocks to coat the sword. And poof. He seems to throw out his quill, so I will imagine it's going to work very similarly to the Elden Beast and track us down, or at least into It would has an area of effect. It's not gonna track us down, but we need to get out of the way in order to evade it. And it seems to be a creature blessed by the crucible. I mean, the crucible of life, the coloring. It's a crucible creature. This is nightmares, and this, I think this is a boss. I think this is a boss. Don't know any reference in the base game that could remind me of this guy. So yeah, I'm just gonna end it there. It's probably a boss in my view, not a randomly strong enemy. And ooh, this. Oh, it's the guy from the painting that we see before. The code is the same even. So yeah, he's a boss. He's probably a boss. Look at he has a cutscene and he's removing embers of life from the crucible out of his skull. Ugh, yeah, I guess our lives took a turn for the worse, huh, there, buddy? Look at you. Ooh, you've seen better days. Jesus, he's pulling off his whole head. And there it is, the boss. Mesmer, the Impaler, I believe. I don't remember his name. I just know that he's the Impaler. This game's version of Vlad the Impaler. Oh, great. He's probably going to be really hard. This boss is probably going to be really hard of a boss to fight. I am so certain of it.
Shadow meet death.
Those strip of grace of gold shall all meet death. Yeah, his is definitely not one of Rykard's alley. And yeah, he's probably referring to America. He's one of America's children. Another demigod.
Stripped of the grace of gold, shadow meet death.
The embrace of Mesmer's flame. Either he's a demigod, which is very, very likely to be the case, or he's just a Golden Order fanatic, like Morgoth. But even Morgoth was a goddamn demigod, you know. He was still a son of America. This is probably a son of America in Radagon. So apparently Malenia has another brother, a far more edgier one. So here comes the moniker of the Impaler, huh? Oof. In return is the snake. He only has one eye. That is interesting.
Come now, touch the withered arm and travel to the realm of shadow.
Quite the attack. Before we take a look at what was just said there, I believe that to be the voice of Mikola. I want to look at this.
I will not be far behind.
This is the Crucible's Knight's attack. Ooh, it's gonna be so fun to actually be able to use that. I don't think this is a weapon art. I think this is a incantation. We're gonna have to wait and see, but I am excited to actually, you know, make a build, a Crucible-like build. This is going to be interesting. I have a faith, strength faith character that could fit this so well, and I have a shit ton of mimic tears in order if I wanted to do a dexterity faith build to him while using this sword. Ooh, man, I'm really excited to play this.
May we meet.
Ooh, this shot over here. Let's watch it again. Let's go again.
To the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
Now let's go back and actually pay attention to what was being said.
Death. Of Mesmer's flame.
Come now, touch the withered arm and travel to the realm of shadow.
I take it back. This might not be Mikola himself. This is someone actually, the realm of shadow. This is interesting. So, a shadow realm. Oh, we're going to the shadow realms. Funny. So it is a different dimension sort of thing. Perhaps the crucible aspect of the Erdtree, because there's a lot of crucible-like enemies in there, or creatures at least blessed by the crucible. But this phrasing proves to me that yeah, this is not Mikola who's who's saying this. It's just some herald saying, yeah, just touch it and start the DLC. It's one of those characters, one of those NPC characters that they are our introduction to the DLC. So yeah, I take it back. It's not Mikola. Whoever's saying this is not Mikola.
I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
Well, may we meet again? Okay, maybe it is him. No, I'm going to throw my head into the ring that it isn't. Okay, I'm gonna keep consistent in that. It's probably not. But just as I say this, the man of the hour. Look at him over there. This looks beautiful, by the way. I wonder if this guy's the final boss. No, it's probably Mikola. I really want to fight Mikola for some reason. There he is. Mikola himself. Jesus, he's shiny, man. But without a shadow of a doubt, this is Mikola. It's him. This is him. This is him. I have no doubt in my mind that this is the man. This is the guy. The aureole, the golden hair, the golden hue. No, never mind. I actually was imagining that he would glow. Very mythically, very something very sacred. Similarly to the Elden Beast, because also in his art depictions he's always brightly colored. So it would make sense for him to glow, and he is a demigod. He is one of the greatest of the demigods, or at the very least, one of the most powerful of them, or the most powerful warrior among them. Melania called him the most fearsome. Which is weird, considering that she is the best swordswoman in the land. In terms of martial might and prowess, only Radahn could match her. So for her to say that Mikola is the most fearsome is quite fearsome. quite scary. But yeah, this is the man of the hour, Mikola. We were right, that guy over there in the image, the first promotional image, is Mikola. And we finally get to meet this character. We're finally gonna get some really big answers that we've been hoping for a very long time. And this has been the trailer for Shadows of the Erdtree. After a year of being announced, of being in production, we finally get a trailer. Not only a trailer, we get a release date. 21st of June 2024. Fuck yeah, this is nice. This is really good. I wish it could come out sooner. Oh man, I can count the days already. I hope you guys have enjoyed just as much as I have. This has been my breakdown and reaction to the trailer. I am looking forward to it. This has been the Discount Russian. Leave it down in the comments what you thought about it. Do you have any lore theories that you want me to share, you would like to share in the comments, or you would like for me to talk about? Also leave down in the comments. Considering liking this video and subscribing so then I can keep up doing this hobby of mine. I'll see you later. Peace.